I was not able to see the I'm sure, riveting coverage of the GOP X Factor, but it looks like Newt Gingrich pulled it off.
Well, he had to. I mean, it was part of the original script.
Yeah. That,
if you remember when this whole thing began, we outlined the script, and I have some thoughts on this, by the way. We outlined the script, which was that Romney was going to be the final choice, but he was going to win New Hampshire. But then Perry was going to come in, and he was going to win South Carolina. Everybody talked about that before any of these elections, and then Iowa was up for grabs. Right. And so it's worked out perfectly. And then Perry comes along and steps in. He's essentially a loser. He can't be a candidate. He just had to quit, and so they still needed somebody to follow the script and win South Carolina besides Romney, because then it looked like it would be fixed if Romney won. So Gingrich was the perfect guy for that.
So do you think, in following along with my theory that Gingrich, at least initially, was financed by the Clintons, that maybe the Clintons helped do this? Or do you think that... it was clearly the news media. As I was leaving, it was all about Gingrich, and of course he did an awesome job, which I also believe was scripted, with John King opening up the latest elimination round on the reality show, with hammering him about his ex-wife and the open relationship, and he just blasted the media, and everyone loves him for that.
Right, and there was no reason for that to be the first question unless it was rigged for that exact purpose. It was all acting. He was flabbergasted. He was like, I can't think of the word. He was appalled. He was appalled by the question. Why would you start a debate like this, sir?
Yo, I detest you. This is so wrong. Everyone loved that. Erin Burnett, on some inside analysis, she said, and of course she's a Council on Foreign Relations shill. She said something very interesting.
And he really said, look, here's what it is. If I want to say something that's red is blue, I say it's blue. And people believe me because I'm passionate. And he actually said that. And I mean, I saw that. I'm sure you saw it across the state yesterday. Women voters who said I was voting for Mitt Romney. And then I saw Newt. He came out and he fought. And I know I have skeletons in my closet. And I want someone who's going to fight and be strong. And I'm now Newt all the way. That sort of force and passion didn't win people.
So what Erin Burnett is saying is that when Newt says red is blue, people not only believe him, but women love him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the narrative there is, what that's all about.
Well, I
can tell you this: the one thing that's come out of this is that this whole thing is rigged for one reason and one reason only. And I have a bunch of clips that kind of take us down this road.
All right.
This whole thing is scripted, and the whole idea came to me from Reverend Manning, who I don't have his clip. Unfortunately, I've been looking at some of these. It's a long story why I don't have it, but I'll just tell you in a nutshell what he said. And as soon as he said that, I said, it makes nothing but sense. Because one of the guys behind the script is Rush Limbaugh, who's making $400 million from Clear Channel, which is owned by Bain Capital.
Yes, correct.
So we have essentially Rush Limbaugh working for Mitt Romney, because there's still a connection between Bain Capital and Romney, which is typical of all these venture firms. Any of those types of firms, they have, once you're a member of the club, you're always a member. It's just like, it's almost like the CIA.
Yeah, like the mob.
It's very mobby-like. And so the idea is that, and I've got some interest, and I did some digging to find out, that when the radio, when the rules were relaxed over
the
radio being owned by one company, that was during Clinton's administration, so there is a Clinton connection here. And if you start looking at the people behind Clear Channel and what they're involved with, including this group called the Robin Hood Foundation. The Robin Hood Foundation, that's got people on the board, including the head of Clear Channel, Jeffrey Immelt.
Hello.
Daniel Oak from Oak Ziff. Gwyneth Paltrow, Harvey Weinstein, all Democrats.
How convenient.
And so if you dig a little further, you find that Clear Channel's done a deal with Fox, so all their talk shows are usually on a Fox affiliate around the country on the radio, Fox Radio Network. And they also did a deal, or Bain Capital did a deal with MSNBC. So they're all in bed together. And the goal here, because it's all media, and if you start looking at the clips, you start seeing some of this. The goal here is to keep this ball flying around as much as you can, so you can kick ass and take as much money as you can from the super PACs and everybody else, because you have to advertise, and that if all of a sudden it's a done deal and you don't have to advertise anymore, then the media companies don't get this huge payoff.
Right.
So what you run into, in fact, I've got a number of clips. I'm going to just play a few of them randomly. Every one of these guys on MSNBC and on Fox, and the MSNBC ones are more interesting. If you play Rachel Maddow on money, you'll find that she not only talks about how you need more money, they need more money. She actually encourages, even though she's condemning it, but by condemning it, she encourages super PAC money coming in so it can go back to... Essentially, she gets paid out of this.
Money to win. You need to have enough money to win. And I think there's no question that if he wins tonight, Newt Gingrich is going to have enough money to compete all the way through these Super Tuesday states.
And, you know, today is, I should say, happy birthday to Citizens United. Citizens United turns 2 today. And that means that not only are we talking about money he can raise from individual people donating to his campaign, but his eccentric billionaire or some other eccentric billionaire who wants to come on and support him can donate a multi-million-dollar chunk of change to his super PAC, as happened.
Wait a minute. Did she just congratulate the advertiser? Did she just say happy birthday to it's like saying happy birthday to August Bush the 4th, one of our big Budweiser sponsors here, everybody. How you doing? What a douche.
So she's essentially, she's all against super PACs, but she's encouraging, if you read between the lines, she's encouraging the guys with all the money to
more money. Do you know?
So
I was going to say that I had it in the show notes on the last episode. Rachel Maddow is the #1 guest at the White House. She has visited the White House more than any other journalist.
Oh, interesting. It means something. Well, we've discussed some elements of that. Now here's Michael Powell, the head of the former RNC, Republican National Committee chairman, on money.
And it starts with the money. Conservatives around the country will take a look at this race tonight, and they will respond on Sunday morning with going to his website and writing a check. And I think that's what Newt is counting on. And coming out of here strong with a 4 or 5 point edge over Romney.
I love this, John. You're nailing them now. You got it.
We go back. Now we go over to Fox. Now that was mostly MSN. That was all MSNBC. They're encouraging the money. But you go over to Fox, and they're a little more blatant about it. Here's Brett, their news anchor, talking about the election. Brett on the money bomb.
On Paul, and that's continuing. But as you look, a lot of people ask, there are so few votes in, how can you make that call? Based on the exit poll data and the raw vote totals that are coming in, they're projecting that Newt Gingrich is going to win big. By the way, he just tweeted, "Thank you, South Carolina. Help me deliver the knockout punch in Florida. Join our money bomb and donate now." So you can see that money factoring into Florida already.
Yeah, and meantime, Mitt Romney's campaign, his senior aides are already...
This is great. These are awesome codes. I'm waiting for someone on Fox to go, "Show me the money, bitches." That's great. I love it. Perfect.
So they keep going on and on. I have one more. Ed Schwartz, who's really toned it down a lot because they finally got him under control, so he's delivering the right message. And Ed Schwartz, who's back on MSNBC, pretty much with the same message. You guys out there, this is just a big fight. You know, these guys, if you want your man, you better give him money.
I mean, and earlier today, you heard Mr. Pawlenty on this network talk about it's infrastructure, it's the long haul, and that's what Romney has been counting on all along. So if he's going to raise money, he's going to have to do it fast.
Yeah, that's right. Get that money to us quick. Advertise. Go, go, go. Super PACs, go. Wow.